Jai Shri Krishna. Most people have heard the birth story of Jesus Christ, but few know that thousands of years before his birth, in ancient India, another child was born whose life story is strikingly similar. That child was Krishna, one of the most beloved figures in Indian spirituality. At the night of his birth is celebrated as Krishna Janmashtami. In 2025, August 16th was Janmashtami Day of Krishna. Janmashtami is not celebrated on the same date every year because it follows the Hindu lunar calendar, which is totally different from Gregorian calendar. The date varies each year, but is generally in August or September, occurring on the 8th day, Ashtami, of the dark fortnight, Krishna Paksha, of the lunar month, Bhadrapada. The story begins in the city of Mathura, ruled by a tyrant king named Kamsa. On the day of his sister Devaki's wedding, a prophecy was declared. Her 8th son will be the cause of King Kamsa's death. Terrified, the king threw Devaki and her husband into prison. And each time she gave birth, the king killed her newborn babies, one after another. Imagine the grief of that mother. But on the 8th birth, something extraordinary happened. At midnight, when the world was dark and silent, a radiant child was born. The prison doors swung open, the guards fell asleep, the chains on the parents dropped to the ground. That baby was Lord Krishna. His father Vasudeva carried him out into the storm, crossing the flooded Yamuna river. The story says that the water parted to make way for them, and a giant serpent stretched its hoods to shield the infant from rain. Finally, Vasudeva left Krishna safely in a small village where another family raised him in secret. Now listen closely. Krishna was born more than 3,000 years before Jesus Christ. And yet the stories are so similar. Both births were foretold by the prophecy. Both faced a murderous king who ordered infants to be killed. Both were carried to safety under the cover of the night. Both were born in the humblest, most dangerous of circumstances. This is why many mystics say Krishna and Jesus are no different beings, but the same divine consciousness appearing in different times and places. My grandfather used to say, Jesus and Krishna are the same. But here's a secret most people don't know. Janmashtami is not just about what happened in India thousands of years ago. It's about what can happen inside you. So in this story, Mathura, the city of Krishna's birth, represents your heart. Devaki, his mother, represent your devotion, your pure longing for truth. Vasudeva, his father, represents wisdom, the clarity that guides you. And Kamsa, the cruel king, represents your ego, your fears, greed, and hatred. So when your devotion and wisdom comes together and your ego is overpowered, then Krishna is born inside you. He was born at midnight, the darkest hour of night. That's a divine reminder that even in your darkest moment, the light of God can appear. So when life feels unfair, when your journey begins in pain, remember, even Krishna began his story in a prison cell. Even he was carried through storms. Your struggles may just be the setting for a divine story the world needs to see. That's That's the secret of Krishna Janmashtami. Namaste. Happy Janmashtami.